Yeah,
Your
because we
mission?
ran so
Alright,
far
well,
behind.
yeah, I
We need a
mean,
couple of minutes.
hey,
Just
look
take
at
it
that.
while I find out what these guys are up to.
Nah, I'm good. I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess this gives me a chance to go cycle all my map ban links and get the new ones up.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Game
Well, I'm not
4.
ready. I'm almost ready.
Alrighty, wait. Did I just pull up the wrong ones?
Um,
Um,
I don't know, mate.
what? Pulled
But
up the...
get set up.
It shows as first... Okay. I... Oh yeah, I did pull up the wrong side. Never mind. I'm good. I figured it out. Alright. I can
I
start,
think
yeah, I
I
pulled up
think
the
Live
bottom
has
link.
got it
That's
wrong.
for
I
the
think
winner.
Live has buggered it up. No.
I think there's 2 sets of map ban links. Make sure you bring the top ones that are for the
Oh,
lava.
right.
Yeah, see?
Okay, I see what
Yep.
Live's done here.
Yep.
Right, he's
I see.
completely
Everybody,
confuddled it.
the finals. This is the
Oh,
finals for
man.
casters too, right here.
What is
We
going on?
got plenty of challenges.
This is what happens when you let Live do things, right? It just doesn't make any sense. Right. Okay, there we
All
go.
right,
228
so
versus SRJ. Right. Okay. Right. There we go. Good.
got the lobby and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I think of these 2 teams. I guess I can give a little background while we form up.
Yep, I'm going to go
So
quickly
anybody,
refill some water while I wait for these guys to decide when they're ready to start, which sounds like it might be 5 minutes.
all right, sweet. Yeah, looking at the teams here, I guess I get to give my tactical analysis. Uh, we've got Sky Ranger Jaegers versus 228 the Wild Ones. So Sky Ranger Jaegers, we played against them. My team here for Dilute played against them in the queue a few times. I know they've been around for a while. Had some roster shuffles, but a lot of old name players there. And at the very least for this season, I believe in the past they are very brawl heavy. They like to just run a huge coordinated wolf pack and just run straight in with basically all 8 mechs, maybe 1 Overwatch, and they're just going to come straight at the Wild Ones. But I believe the Wild Ones is also a very aggressive team. I know in the past they liked that sort of brawl, DACA supplemented push. I mean, they also have some very capable pilots over there like Jay-Z, who a lot of people know. Very, very good shot. Loves his stalkers. And a lot of people who have seen those quirk passes and the buffs know that a lot of those stalkers are built for sort of mid-range, long-range stuff now with the quirks and the sort of weapons they can mount. So would not be completely surprised to see them also do some sort of aggressive, map control movement where they kind of push up and then sit on a 3 cap. Very possible from them as well. If we do see 2 teams that just want to go like brawl straight head to head, it's going to be a very bloody and very fast set. And I think, but just after all I've said there, that they're probably going to not want to play on Tourmaline and Polar. Because I don't think either of those is really conducive. Or maybe Polar. We've seen
Polar
pushes
can
straight
work.
across the
Polar
middle. I
can
said it could
work, I
happen, yeah.
reckon. Yeah. If they do it
I
right,
think
I would definitely say Pollard's an option.
Tourmaline is
Tourmaline
probably going
probably
to be a
not.
banned one. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think
you
we're...
can, and you can catch out some traders, but they've got to be where you kind of expect them to be. And if they're not,
Yeah.
then you're going to have a bad, very,
Yep.
very bad day.
Very bad.
Yep.
I think we're going to see Canyon get picked almost definitely because the sides on Canyon don't matter very much. And it's a very strong map for brawling now. There's a lot of cover around for you to close in. And probably mining. I think that's a good fit for the Wild Ones and the way that they play. I mean, also the fact that that is an ancient comp map and both of these teams have been playing comp for a while. They're going to feel very at home on mining and know, kind of what their game plan is. So HPG might be our random map, like our shuffle map for the
Ooh,
third
you reckon
slot.
HPG? Ooh,
It would be
maybe you're
exciting.
right.
I would
Maybe,
like to see
yeah.
it. But that's what my logic leads me to believe. So we'll see what happens. As always.
We will when they actually start banning.
Okay, it looks
Now
like
we wait.
Should be let me double check here.
Tell him to go. Oh, hurry up.
Wild Ones banned first.
Ban thy maps. ban all I map.
All right. Oh, ban for HPG. No.
Ah, bugger it, dude. We wrong already.
No!
We haven't even started. I'm
All
already
right,
wrong.
Eric. Throwing the whole clipboard away.
Ah.
All my notes are trashed.
Ah, shit.
All right, so
Oh, well.
let's see. All right, if Sky Rangers
You know what?
doesn't
It's gonna
ban
be Tourmaline
Tourmaline,
Mining and Canyon or something.
no, yeah, they're gonna completely table flip what I
Oh,
just said. They're
no.
gonna ban Canyon or something.
I think
Oh
you're right,
man.
dude. All right.
All right, waiting with bated breath. If Tourmaline isn't banned, I think it's well, you know, because Wild Ones could pick it at that point. I can find no now.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely thought HPG were probably going to be an option.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not entirely surprised that teams don't want to play it either. That map is so risky, is the best way I can put it now. There's so much open space in the middle that it makes it hard for you to make a mid-range movement, which means the wall is just that much stronger. Also, just the access to the wall is a game changer. So it used to be rock, paper, scissors. Actually, a little bit of context for HBG there. Used to be that you had the wall would beat brawl. Brawl would beat your mid-range that moved up in the middle, and then your mid-range would beat the wall because you could just move up and then, you know, crush people with better weapons. But now, with the way that the map's been reworked, I feel like that mid-range is not as good, and brawl is strong, but it's so easy to get max on the wall with those ramps now that you're expecting there to potentially be more than just one or two guys up there. And if their whole team's up there and you run in with brawl, that is an absolute gamble. So
The SRoT team don't know where the tickets are, so this is going to take a minute or two before
boy.
banning on. Yeah.
Here, let's see if we can. I can paste them their link again. Oh, looks like Jay beat me to the punch. Shout out to Jay-Z.
All the teams that are playing, all your tickets have all of your information in them, so just make sure that you read them. Because, yes, makes life very easy.
Yeah, so maybe, you know, with everything I just said, that the reason the Wild Ones banned HPG is because they want to brawl. And they know, like, at least on Tourmaline, everything's ground bound more or less. Like, you can push up. But on HPG, but you could even run jump jets on HPG, though. Like, you can run flying linebackers, you know, the K9, Firestarter, all those things can get on the wall. So, I don't know. I guess I'm also not sure how much, you know, time these teams are practicing and investing these days. So, it's also possible with HPG being, I believe, the newest map of the pool, as far as it being reworked and whatnot.
I think HPG may be a little bit harder for teams.
Don't like it.
Harder for teams to manage. Where Polar isn't too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, HPG is a little bit more work. I like HPG. I think it's a great comp map. It's just that it'll take a little while for teams to settle into it, I think.
Yeah. Either way, I definitely think competitive, even though I just said stuff about, you know, HPG removing some of the elements of play that were there before, I think it's a more balanced map now. The biggest problem that makes it risky is that center cap. Teams wanting to hold a 3 cap, you have easy coverage of your home caps now because of the ramps. I mean, because you can basically just walk a mech up, both cover in the inside of the map and just turn around and cover a cap each. But then Theta, you have to have the bigger light pack, or you can't take Theta, and then you can't control. So
yeah, Theta is the danger point on HPG. I mean, it kind of always was, but it's even more danger now. Like,
oh yeah. And I mean, you know, I just spent all that time explaining a map that we won't even be playing, so.
Oh, Tourmaline down as well. Okay. So it is going to be Canyon, Polar, and Mining. Look at that.
1 for 2.
Oh,
and there's the, yep, Canyon picked immediately. So Wild Ones can perfectly confident on either side of Canyon. I believe Sky Rangers, this is a weird decision for them because they could pick Polar because the side doesn't matter as much as I think Mining does, where you want to be rushing from team 2. But that means that they would have to play Polar, and, you know, if Wild Ones takes the first map, I feel like Mining's the easier one to convert on, so you wouldn't want to risk that. So, let's see what they take here.
I think Polar.
You think so?
Oh.
I mean, we've definitely seen them play it in the queue.
Yes. True. But Mining is completely side dependent. and I can't remember how it works out, which side we're
Yeah,
going to end up on. So I think mining is more,
yeah.
it's less conducive to a brawler rush polar
hmm
side.
That I think is true. I mean, we were just talking about it a little bit earlier, but Team 2 on mining that right side is so open. That's like
Hmm.
where KDCM had the King Crab. I mean, it is really hard. You know, on Team 1, you push up, they run, vertically in the map, they run up or down, and you can just run through those tanks, and there's so much broken cover, it's hard for you to get shot. But on Team 2, it's just a courtyard, and you just get slaughtered. Let's see. Hopefully, SRJ didn't just lose the map ban link again.
Yeah, we're waiting for them.
Here.
Good thing we started right on time for this game because
Yeah. Yeah, and I know JGX doesn't want to go too late, being a lot of European players on that team, so hopefully, I mean, hey, like we said, this could definitely be a Brawl v Brawl matchup. Those always save time.
I can
So,
see the map band side here. It's got to be working. I can see it. There we go. All right, now we're up and running.
yep. So let's see here.
My map band now is out.
Oh, okay, finally, there we go. They did pick Polar, so you have called it correctly.
There we go. Mining at the end.
Now we
Hey.
see the side picks. So I think it's SRJ picks first on Canyon. See on the map. I feel like they want to go from Team 2. They're pushing. It is very. I guess it depends on whether they're going from Kappa side or Sigma side. Or not Kappa side. Kappa side or Epsilon. They're pushing up the left side of the map or the right.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Interesting.
Did I miss the side? They picked Team 1. So okay, so I think that could be a middle of the map push or like a left side. So when we get to the map shred, I'll dump my
We'll work it out
ideas
when we
onto
get there.
some
That's right.
virtual paper.
That's pretty much it. So we're getting to the team side. So it's going to be SRJ on the team 1 side, actually, to start. Swap guys around.
Mm-hmm. I'm keeping an eye on the bands. And
Yep.
Wild Ones has picked Team 2 for Polar Highlands. So that will be, well, I'll show it when we get there.
Well, team
And,
2 for all of them, and then team 1 for all of them. Okay, well, that's easy.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, makes it easy. SRJ are going to be on team 1 all night, and then all morning or whatever. And the two are going to be on team 2. Easy. Done. Right, now we can go straight to map strat. Easy. Canyon Network. 228 being on team 2.
All right, and I did just get confirmation from Jay that the third map randomly gives one team pick, but the team who picks side for that is getting to pick their side. All right, so Canyon. So here's what I think SRJ's strategy is going to be. I think they're going to probably move up here, and then they're going to move something like this, and then something like this, and then something like this, and probably something like that, and maybe something like that. I think it's just going to be a rush.
No. Gonna have some over here, a little bit over here.
Oh yeah.
Potentially have some around here, maybe.
Yeah.
Although you will
So
find,
I
right?
obviously not going to go exactly that way.
You
I
do
think
junkyard, right? You can. I've seen a few teams get caught out. You put 1 or 2 mechs there, and if push does come in far and quick enough, you can't get out. You're done. Like, if you have enough
yeah.
mechs here to shoot back at it, well, completely different. We'll
Ugh,
see.
that is, I mean, 100% the danger with Canyon these days, right? Is you're looking at Team 1, because you spawn all the way back here, the spawns don't tell you where they're going. Before, it was the case that, you had this setup, and if you said, oh, look, there's 4 mechs in C, or there's 4 mechs in A,
You
know
knew.
exactly where they're
Yeah, you
going.
knew what was coming, right? Yes. Yeah.
So both teams, it's going to be huge. If either team is pushing, if you're the one pushing, you want to be the one to decide how the engagement happens and who you dive on first. If you're on the back foot, you are easily picked apart.
In some ways, it's more. It relies a little bit more on scouting sometimes and not. Like it's changed the spawn has changed the dynamic of the map just a little bit, as opposed to what is or is not coming. Oh shit, they're already. Oh dude, they're already locked in. All right, well.
wasting no time.
Wasting no time. No time shall be
Alpha
wasted this day.
little undertunned on the SRoT side, which I think probably hints towards that sort of brawl deck, maybe like a gargoyle or something.
Yeah, traditionally, if
assaults
you're a
don't
bit
really get
lighter,
you
you're a
much.
bit faster. That's pretty much how it works. Just about. Well, not always, but the vast majority of the time.
Looked like I think that was Alpha Bravo out of SRoT and Bravo Charlie out of the Wild Ones. So it looks like maybe a Kappa-side movement or a rush right up that center Echo 4 trench that I was drawing. I mean, we're both drawing. Wild Ones stacking up more.
Oh,
Bravo
Timberwolf,
Charlie, which is the right
Mad
side.
Cat,
So maybe
Stalker,
excellent move. Oh,
Venus Hawk.
right. These are
Black
some exciting
Lana.
picks. I like these mechs.
Is that a Cougar? No, Firestarter and Missing.
Yeah, so I have to see. There's Jay Stalker.
Oh, and a Warhammer
He
too.
is running triple large and 6 ER meets. Interesting. A lot of people running the 4 large 5 ER meets. I guess he feels it was too hot for this case. And can I pick a mech? Yeah, server is wrong. Wait, it's
no.
No?
Hey, peace
No, never mind. You're not wrong.
No,
they're crazy. All right.
So we've got LBX 20, Rothman, UAC 20, UAC 10. Yeah, this is full brawl from SRoT. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
like just full on in. That's all there is. There's nothing else.
Wild Ones quad LPL Timberwolf. Deathstrike is Gauss Laser Bomb. The Warhammer 9D. 6 MPLs with a big engine. I love that
5
build.
large and just mediums. Okay. Oh, okay. So 228 are expecting SRoT to brawl here, and they've kind of gone a little bit more mid-range, but not super long. Okay. Interesting.
Arctic Wolf getting some early shots in on the Epsilon side. So SRoT's splitting up more than I thought they would. It looks like they're going for maybe a sort of split push here. I don't think they can.
Hold. Well, no, you can't hold. It's after 14 minutes, boys. Sorry. I don't think they're going to hold because under 14 minutes. So they do not. Not the way the refs. That's up to the teams to work out. But we do not have. These guys don't actually have to hold.
Yeah, and I would say it looks like for Wild Ones right now they aren't.
Oh, well, we drop then.
They're going for a redrop. I think that's you can do that, right?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, it's up to the teams, right? If they're happy to do it, I don't give a shit, right? Doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered. I mean, you didn't have to after 14 minutes. You could just go, but, either or. So these guys are going to blow each other up or whatever, and we'll get into it.
All right,
I don't think
just
are they
let them
allowed
know
to change their drop deck? I don't know. I don't think they are. Actually.
If you redrop, you are, I believe, allowed to change drop deck. Let me double check.
I feel like one season there was rules that said we couldn't, right? I think there was a season where we couldn't. There was one season where you couldn't. Yeah. Vaguely remembering
redrops. In the case of a redrop, teams may change their drop deck, but can't take more than 5. They cannot be redropped. Oh no, can't be redropped again by the people that caused it. Okay. So like, if somebody crashes the next time for SRJ, they're technically not afforded a redrop. Even though in this case, it was completely on the Wild Ones to even decide to do a redrop.
Mm-hmm.
So, good sportsmanship there. That's the 228th way. Me representing the fallen
talking about?
Blackwatch.
The 228 is the axis of toxicity of MechWarrior Online. Don't talk nonsense to me.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Actually, the 228th way would have been to take 15 minutes to ready up.
That's the 228 way, yeah. Take 15 minutes to bloody lobby. Jesus. Worst team in existence for that. Fair dinkum.
Oh, yeah.
Every time, dude. I'm like, oh, man. Worst team to cast, you guys. The American guys, the worst. It was always like, oh, shit, this is going to be a 2.5 hour cast. All right, they're nearly finished. Taking way too long.
Just need Apostle to blow himself up. I mean, these guys, I feel like they need to practice their
killing each other, right?
a little more. I mean, this is pretty disappointing, to be honest. I don't see
taking nearly 2 minutes just to die.
Yeah.
I mean, the Highlander Keeper is one of the easiest mechs to cook in existence. Not hard.
All I should have been was commentating this like he was still going. Like, I don't like the Highlander's position. No,
really?
Should be done in a second. Yeah, I'm a little confused, to be honest, but whatever. Needless delay there, and I'm not even sure who crashed at the end of the day.
Ridiculous. We got other matches to cast, man. Like.
Yeah. All right.
4 minutes wasted.
I don't know if they need the redrop one, but I'll grab that.
Redrop. What?
I like if you need the match ID for the match that was redropped.
Oh, I don't know. I had no idea.
Either way, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the Arctic cheat is disconnected there for SRoT. I mean, any mech's a bad mech to lose. And hopefully that internet connection stays stable for game 2.
Yes, indeed.
All
Hopefully
right,
they don't take
so
too long to sort themselves
yeah,
out.
SRoT looks like they're just
Too long.
readying up again, which is good because I mean we're 15 minutes in here with drops complete. Looks like Wild Ones. Wild Ones also readying up reasonably fast, but their tonnage is shifting, so they're definitely swapping some stuff around. I don't know if they're particularly surprised by what SRoT was taking. I mean,
They set up for it. I think, to be honest, they look pretty well set up and expecting it. So
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's always hard for these finals because you as a caster, if you were playing in the queue, may have run into one of these teams and know what they're taking, but there's no guarantee these teams crossing time zones have actually played each other. So
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, 228 might not have actually really played these guys. We saw them a fair bit, but yeah, they may not have. Yeah. But I mean, look, it's been around for a very long time. You know what I mean? I've never really seen them
I wouldn't say it
play
was
excessive
expected
range games.
or unexpected.
Yeah.
But yeah, but obviously, you know, you want to hedge your bets. So wonder if 228 is going to take more of a counter strategy deck here. And because some of those mechs, like the Timberwolf, are very low DPS. I mean, 4 LPLs to be sitting in Junkyard is interesting to say the least.
And
you
if
know, I
you're
would think you'd take like an
2-2-ing
AC2 Rifleman or something.
2-2ing it, not too bad. If
Yeah,
you're going
I
3
think
and 1, then
those ranges though.
That's true.
You know, well, why not take like a Rifleman 2C or something?
Yeah, well,
that's what I'm saying.
spread some tonnage out a little bit, right?
So we'll see what they do.
228 not changing anything apart from some lances around, I think, by the look of it, or something. Or maybe it's a random assignment when you drop. Same mix.
Yeah, it looks like the mechs are the same.
Same mix. Yep. Pretty easy.
And you know, obviously nothing changed on the SRoT side. I love the Victor 9S. Hopefully Carlson and that gets to make me proud. Ultra AC20 on there instead of an AC20. Neato. What does this Rifleman have? I didn't actually see.
LBX 20s.
Oh, 2BL. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, right?
Alright, so looks like a similar start from 228 again, even with having an inkling of what SRoT's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that 228 came in with a set plan, right? SRoT are going to brawl the Epsi corner. Let's get ready for it. So
the Mislinks is going to Kappa very early. I thought he went to support the middle before.
He came to Kappa pretty early last time, actually, because I remember him running past Stone Falcon in the Death Strike. Yeah, but he cut in a little bit early. So
and SRoT's actually shuffled up here a little bit. They got a Firestar and Arctic Cheetah coming down.
So SRoT are actually going to Kappa as well, where they didn't last game. They went more to Theta.
Yep, and Thermo has spotted that in the Mislinks and is bailing. It's a bit more of a conservative opening from SRoT, which I like a little more. Putting a little bit of pressure on 228 and putting some mystery as to where they're going.
A little bit different from 228 as well in response to SRoT's changes. So, yeah. Oh, hang on. SRoT are right on Thermo, though. All 3 of them are chasing him down. He doesn't know the Viper's there. Oh,
Warhammer shuffled the laser bomb out of MPLs. So 228 is definitely setting up for some sort of defense. Thermo getting caught a little bit here in the Mislinks.
Trouble here.
They're sending in the Firestar support, but I think at that point you just got to say that mech's just done.
Yep.
It looks like the rest of 228 is pulling away. They got some Overwatch from Jay, but Thermo needs to make it over that ridge if he wants to be safe.
Although SRoT might be about to push into something a little bit where they shouldn't be. They're gonna keep chasing and they're gonna get shredded. SRoT are gonna get shredded here because their lights are completely now out of position, and 228 are all sitting there. Oh no!
Yeah. No, here comes the rest of the push from the other side.
Oh, this is bad.
228 is pulled completely out.
Although 228 now, although SRoT are finally round the corner in their fat mix, finally taking a little while to get round the corner, but they need to stop and turn around.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this in like chess terms, this is just huge advantage to 228 right now with the positions and the damage they've done. Just SRoT's light pack is
pretty
completely
quick here.
shredded.
I guess he's only got ER mids rather than all the ER larges.
What I don't like though is that the heavies for 228 continue rotating inland. They need to be pushing out into that open area and trying to open up ground and get shots in on these assaults, because SRoT's assaults could
Cheetah
turn
goes
this
down
around
there,
if they
and
get in here
Metafox
freshly enough.
and the Fire Starter is about to go down as well. That said, though, Stone Falcon is going to be legged very, very, very quickly here.
Oh, he's just going to be completely cleaned up here, and Jay is not too far around the corner either if they can find him.
They're pulling them back, though. It will allow 228's lights to roll into the back end here of the SRoT push, so I don't think it's going to work in the long run, because SRoT are out of lights
like
now.
They're getting a little fishbowled here.
Yeah, they're just getting completely manhandled at this point. SRoT are going off the legs here. JC Stalker's about to get legged as well, but 228 got a nice big broad firing line here. All their lights have already picked off the enemy lights, so it's just back shots for days.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know if I like the going for legs either. I mean, the Mad Cat and the Stalker are just like a blimp. They're, just shoot it right through the center, blow that thing up. It's an easier shot for people. You don't have to worry about shielding.
You're talking really 100 points, 100 points per leg in total, right? With the skill tree and all the rest of it. If you're running full leg armor, as most people will in comp, especially against brawl rushes, you can drill them through the CT quicker.
Yep. So quick cleanup by 228 there. I mean, forecasted brawl rushes are always one of the roughest things if you have to deal with the redrop.
Damage numbers so even for 228 there, really. That's very tight.
Yeah.
Very tight.
That is very clean. I mean, even then, SRoT damage-wise wasn't too bad off. I mean, for a 2-8 decision, you know, I would have expected to see smaller numbers. And I think, again, that's like, just shoot, blow the mech up, center torso. But, yeah, I mean, not too much more to say there than how that went down.
Yep.
You know,
I'll flick over to map strat very quickly while, if you want to do some quick drawing.
Yeah, I'll try to do a quick draw. So, SRoT ended up going with a two-prong push like so.
The lights overextended. That's what happened. They just got two zeroed in on the cookies.
Yeah, and 228 was just kind of chilling in their box right here. You know, I think the movement of the heavies, that was very well timed by 228. Very, like, prescient. Like, just... As soon as they saw the lights there, they swung their heavies out really wide, and the heavies didn't really have lines to support that fight. But it meant that when SRoT did come around this corner here on Epsilon, there was so much distance that they could do almost nothing. I think only the Bloodass was really able to get any shots in there.
No, he was immediately spun around, like immediately getting shot in the backs.
Oh, I mean, once they rounded shooting at the heavies, and then by the time SRoT caught up to the... I mean, as soon as their lights dove in, the match was basically over. Even if their lights had gotten out, they just had bled too much armor. And those brawl mechs, even then, like, 228 didn't have a terrible deck to deal with that, because they kind of knew it was coming. So it was going to be hard, even if they hadn't bled armor.
Yep. I mean, they were set up ready for it. I think the Warhammer might have changed. I can't remember what was on the Warhammer in drop 1.
He changed from the MPLs that he had before to large lasers and ER mediums. More of a laser ROM standoff. Oh, and servers got swapped to NA, right?
Oh, shit.
I always forget match settings. So.
I always forget the server change, because normally it's just NA and all the other bloody comps for the year, and this is the only one that changes.
Yep. Alright, so, I mean, that's more or less it. I could go over, Wild One's positioning, but at the end of the day, they had to shift pretty early on to cover that brawl push, so they didn't really get to see much standoff control. Now, from Polar...
interesting.
Well, yeah, 228 Wild One still sitting on Team 2. I believe that SRoT is going to make a push through Theta. I think that's the best, most direct route, most covered route for a brawl push. So it's probably going to look a lot like what we saw KDCM, like, kind of fainting earlier on, really. So maybe some push like that. I think they're probably going to group up around somewhere in that, like, red area again, and then, just shove through. So as far as, like, from the Wild One's perspective, if they don't see those early caps from SRoT, that's going to be very indicative that the pain is coming straight down the middle.
I like the line. It's just like, oh, there's a slight deviation in the W key there. Just a little bit of A or D and all of the W.
Pretty much.
Oh,
that's exactly what I expect.
That's it, yeah.
I mean, what I'm interested in, though, is what 228 will do.
I mean, it could be this way, or it could be around this way.
That's
Maybe.
true.
I don't
It's
know.
gonna be
Could go out
a
this way.
lot of different play there. I mean,
Yeah.
these mechs they could go up this way under the rock, or they
Yeah.
could go up this way. It's just millions of possibilities.
No, obviously, no. See, I draw the line at millions because I don't think they're going to come this way, right? That's too far. That's actually no. This is no business going this way. Definitely have to head up through around there if you're going to go brawl rush it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think either way, we're gonna see this as like a Hotel 9 will be the hot point. Looks like SRoT's locked in Alpha Charlie.
Yep.
That's kind of an interesting split there. Versus Alpha Bravo. Again, you're talking like a 100-meter difference, so it's not like really forecasting anything. But they could potentially be going for something split where they make a push for Gamma early. It would be extremely impressive to me if they went for a split cap strategy and they went for the early Gamma Epsilon Kappa. I think that'd be really cool. They are a little late on tonnage, so possible. But realistically, I think what I said the first time is what's going to happen. And they're going to go in the middle. What I'm not sure about, though, is where does 228 Wild Ones sit? I mean, they can definitely sit out here in Golf 910 if they see that coming. That is very open space, good sight lines. Maybe have some stuff up in Hotel 10 to scout. But it doesn't give you a lot of cap control. So if SRoT realizes that and is able to do what KCM did and start getting that 3 cap, like if they have a commando or something running around, it will be on Wild Ones to figure out how to poke the hornet's nest there. So
Poking
I don't
hornet
know.
nest sounds good because these guys are ready to have their nest poked. Because they're ready. They're ready. They're lobbed up. They're ready to go. And
yeah,
it is a quick turnaround.
I mean,
actually.
hey, you know what?
Very fast.
I like to see it. Quick team readies.
Yep. Oh,
Very
dude,
nice.
I love fast team ready. It stresses me out when you're sitting there for 10 minutes doing nothing, man. I don't like it. I just weird. We're ready. We know what's going on. Why take 5 more minutes? Just.
I mean, usually when you see people readying up to, it's indicative of like people who are confident in their strat and they know exactly what they want to do. This is the plan that we're coming in with. On the flip side, you can say it's people that are very one-dimensional. But I'm excited. I feel like both these teams know exactly what they want to do and have plans to execute. So we'll see whose is better.
We will. That's it. I have to be very careful not to touch any buttons.
All right. So same rifleman on the Sky Ranger side. The linebacker with mass SRMs, Gargoyle. Warhammer 2CA with LB20 SRM6. I like the flavor.
Did you say same rifleman?
Yes, I am very surprised.
That bad boy's a bit slow. He's a bit slow, that bad boy.
He is running 80, which is reasonably quick. But yeah, I would want something a little faster. Yeah. Shout out to the one rifleman that must have a nice engine cap.
It looks like to me that 228 are bringing an identical deck to last match. I don't really think I need to change.
No, both teams.
No,
is the Warhammer still laser vomit?
Shit.
Yes, it is. Wow, that's interesting to me. Not what I would have taken, but you know what? If it works, it works.
Yeah, it's pretty much only that it's what have really changed. Just a linebacker, and Gargles.
Linebacker and Warhammer 2C, I guess.
Blood Asp, yeah.
And yeah, Blood Asp, Victor, and the other
they still got the Blood Asp, is it? Oh no, they took it out. No, I took the Blood Asp out this game.
No, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. All right, so looks like we're early home caps. 228 heading up for the Gamma side. I'm sure we kind of expect from Team 2. And looks like gonna be a scrap on Theta of a 2v2.
Sit and hover here at Theta and
I think Wild Ones has the better duo for this. And it looks like Metafox this time is gonna realize that Stardust though in the Arctic Cheetah gonna eat a lot of heat. I don't know if 228 has scouted that. They can definitely chase here and put in a lot of hurt. Ping playing a bit of a factor, so some of these lights getting away. Probably less scratch than they should have been, but the Fire Surge legs are absolutely torn up.
They're actually taking a 2 SRoT here very early on. Like, Metafox already down at 81%.
His legs are open. Both of his legs are open right now.
Oh, wow.
One of them's almost open, the other one's yellow. Yeah, he's torn up.
That actually puts you on a little bit of the back foot here coming into the fight early when you're going to be brawl rushing and you're already down significantly. Wow, okay.
Metafox will have to sneak around a flank and get in behind mechs or something. Definitely won't be able to go toe to toe, which hurts because that Firestarter has a huge amount of DPS. It looks like SRoT have finally grouped up here. Going from a south-north push. They have Grey Fox and the Black Lynn are forming up. I wonder if he's going to call it out.
Kind of okay set up at the moment. They're slowly getting there. I'd say not correctly into total position just yet because their lights are kind of finding where they're going, right? And the mediums.
Jay can see this coming, and he is looks like going to be the first target here.
Oh,
Might
Rhodey's
be
here
Rhodes,
in
though.
the 4 large pulse Timberwolf is already, he's just
Oh, he's
W
going to get
king.
eaten alive, maybe?
Oh, this
Yeah,
Timberwolf
here
from
comes all
Rhodes,
the
he's
explosions, the
got to be
strikes.
dead,
This is going to
surely.
get the mess real
Hang on,
fast.
they're not even shooting him. Black Cayman didn't even see him behind him then. Oh, dear. Oh, this is just a dirty scrap. Jay-Z, they're all over his legs here. It's a sloppy fight. Brian Ferry's a little bit out of the fight, but he's finally getting him now. Metafox down. Oh, Rhodey down. Oh, dear.
They picked the early Firestarter who was hurt, but SRoT still has a lot of really healthy mechs here.
Yep.
Compared to 228, and 228 is just shooting a bunch of different targets because this area is so broken up. Their sightlines
SRoT are
can't
much
match.
more focused. You can see that they're much more clumped up here. I think they're going to take it to 228 here. It's not looking good
for them. I mean, some of them can't shoot because they're getting stacked up on each other, but it's okay because 228 can't see down there anyway.
Yeah, no, yeah, there's not enough angles. Yeah, 2 mechs from 228 then were just not in a position to shoot for long enough in this fight here, and it's just given SRoT a huge advantage.
Looks like Desire Death is the next target in the Phoenix Hawk.
Yep, Stone Falcon as
go
well.
Getting one more shot
down here.
Those SRMs doing
this is
work.
brutal from SRoT. Very, very quick reply.
Thermo goes down. This is what I was saying. I mean, 228 saw the push coming from a mile away, but what can you do? Like, the sightlines are so broken up that
they were sitting all here in the middle and low ground, and some mechs had to run around the back, and some mechs got stuck up here right in the buildings against large pulse against Brawl. It kind of just sort of backed off a bit. I think they went too far forward, 228 here. They basically kind of met the push rather than absorbed it, so to speak.
Yeah, I think looking at the dead bodies here, I was
just
drawing it on the map strat.
look at this. Look at where 228's all dead. They're all just dead in the
right
same
where
spot.
Brian was is like maybe the farthest I would have put like a medium laser light or something, but everything else I feel like needed to be deeper because it's just they couldn't cover each other.
And damage numbers. Oh, wow, a lot higher this game from SRoT. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even then, you look, their light pack really didn't accomplish it too much. I mean, 225 in the Black Lantern is a little low. Vapor Eagle with I think it's LB20 Serm 6s wasn't able to put out too much. Although it did decent, but those heavies and assaults just cleaned up for SRoT. And meanwhile, 228 again, very good damage balance. Road's a little low there. I think being one of the first ones to go down, and that Timberwolf really needs time to get that DPS out.
Maybe there was a call to go backwards, and they accidentally all ran forwards.
Yeah, backwards, and they were all facing the wrong way.
Yeah. Us Australians, man, we're upside down, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I'm, I don't know, I'm not, it's a little weird to me, that one. I feel like...
That is a weird one, yep.
It was a tough one for 228 to deal with by the time they had seen the push, but given the first drop, and given when they did see the push coming, I feel like they still could have been better set up for that.
I feel like they knew, they had to know it was coming.
Yeah.
This is no, it felt like a forward move into the push rather than sit back and absorb it just a little bit. Now we're off to, I'm switching the map here, but you're on the map strat if you want to do a quick doodle. If not, we can just go straight to mining.
Oh, yeah,
but up to you.
I'll draw on it while you swap things over and these guys get readied up. So, yeah, 228's setting up, and I'll draw in pink. I was thinking, maybe some stuff up in Hotel 10, maybe a scout ahead in India 9, probably something sitting out here in Gulf 10. And I kind of expected from SRoT this sort of orange movement where they just bowled through Theta and tried to cut in up on this ramp here in the Hotel 10 and ice those guys. But instead, we saw SRoT go with a low side movement, or I think it was more towards the middle of the map, where they turn up the thickness here on the line. They, in actuality, did this push. Oh, I'm off. I hate this map. So hard to draw on. They pushed like this. It was up India 10, and they came up to the bottom hill and found mechs still there. Like they cleaned up, I think, the Timberwolf and Jay, and 228 was set up something like this, I believe. And then the whole scrap down here in the middle where all the mechs died. So
I thought 228 were maybe going to try and get sort of some backs like they did on the Canyon, but they kind of all got kind of stuck in there. The Timberwolf got stuck, and then the Warhammer had to come all the way around the back and up the ramp, and that's 30 seconds of not getting any butts. So you could have got some butts, but you can't see them, you can't shoot them.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I mean, again, they saw the mechs coming. just so much cover. SRoT able to move right behind the buildings up in the middle of the map and then just sweep in and clean house.
Yep.
So yeah,
Let's go to mining then, because these guys are going to be ready pretty fast looking at what's going on in this lobby. They're not mucking around.
What I was gonna say was I feel like it was a little naive of 228 to not go for something more high DPS on what they were taking there, given that they basically know what SRoT's taking here. So I would expect them, and I was saying this earlier about how comfortable they were with Daka and mid-range pushes and stuff. I would expect them to take some more medium pulse, maybe clan medium pulse, maybe something with Daka here. I would expect a different setup from their assaults. I mean, Wild Ones does have Team 2, which we were saying earlier. It has this back wall with a ton of Overwatch you can take advantage of. A lot of space that they can set up around this courtyard and then just kind of shut mechs down as they cross. SRoT's going to have to be creative for sure on this one. I mean, unless they manage to push down a flank and get an unsuspecting pick on 228, I don't think they're going to be able to take cap control from Team 1. And if they're going to have to push, there's just so much space for 228 to back off however they like. So this will be interesting. SRoT going for a spawn-wise heavy, all at 4 mechs in Alpha and 2 in Charlie, with 2 up in Bravo. So to me, that looks like Lights going up here to Kappa and coming in behind while we have a huge push down here in the bottom of the map from SRoT. So might work. But I think, you're going to see 228 just run across the map. Well, and maybe it'll go to caps.
The old EF line push is always tough, right? It's not...
Yeah.
It ain't easy to do, right? It very rarely goes well. Very rarely goes well from that side. Only because of you have to get up here, right? This is the problem. Or you go down the ramps and around, but by that point, if 228 are even in this department, they're already over here, right? They're already gone. They're long gone. They are long gone by the time that push gets there. Because you can also get up here really, really early. You can see all the way down. You can see.
Yes.
Within about 15 seconds, 20 seconds, what's going down. So yeah, and they should know. Same. I mean, we said the same thing last game too, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I think though that SRoT are not on the best side for if they're going to push.
Yeah, and SRoT has tonned up 10 more tons, so I feel like they probably went back to similar to their Canyon deck. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard. I was surprised, honestly, that they were taking mechs like the Blood Asp, and as much as I love the Victor, even that. I mean, for the Rifleman, 80 kilometers isn't slow, but the Timberwolf runs that fast. Like if your goal is to catch up to guys and punch them in the face in 300 meters, and you're chasing guys that run as fast as you, it's not going to work so well. So
they can reposition a lot easier than if they run if it's 60 Ks, right? You're chasing something at 60, no worries, you close the distance easy. But if you're the same speed, you can reposition well enough if you see it coming. Key point, you see it coming and you react in the right way. Yeah.
Although this is very interesting for 228. So they're locked up in full Alpha Charlie.
Yeah.
That is absolutely, put your money where your mouth is.
I would not have said this, right? Alpha Charlie. If you just want to quickly show before I hit the launch button on the map what's going on here with the Lancers, because this is,
Yeah, so 228 blue circle just went all in the bottom.
All in, dude.
SRoT is 2 up there. So, yeah, that is ballsy. I mean, typically from Team 2, you have at least one thing in the Bravo Lance, getting your home cap for 1 that's free, and number 2, just setting something up in D5-6 because it's so strong and it's so much vision. So a Charlie Alpha spawn says we're coming for you.
Yeah, I know. It does.
They're saying,
it says we're going to meet you at the party, boys.
They're like, okay, guys. You think you're the Brawl Kings. Hold on.
Yeah, you want to bring it? We're ready to eat it, It's like, hey, okay.
Yeah. Plus, saving money on dropships. You only need a third one.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
that is shitty, dude. Oh, wow. Money on dropships.
Stone Falcon,
man.
Heavy Goss, MPL Annihilator, Potato Farmer, MPL 5SS. I love that mech's here. Warhammer, that's the sprinting one with the MPLs, and JZ, Stalker 5M with SRMs and medium pulse. This is a brawl rush from 228.
Okay, that's
Let's see.
we're all over that. So I don't need to check these mechs because we kind of know what's going to be
A
on
little
those.
bit of shuffle here. They've got a Huntsman now. I'm assuming that's mass SRMs
Only 6
over here in
medium
the
pulse
SR
Warhammer
side.
9D. Oh, it's the jumping one.
Yeah. Well, it just got a speed quirk, so he's running 106 in that thing in a 70-tonner.
Holy shit.
It's like the new IS linebacker.
Yeah, IS linebacker. That's actually, yeah. We got MRMs here.
So, yeah.
I'm just going through the SRoT mechs here. MRMs,
Yeah, Keeper
SRM
Blood S.
6s, Brawl Eagle. No, I'm not a fan of the Brawl Eagle. Feels like it's a bit squishy to me. Always has. And Brawl
228th,
Keeper. Ooh.
Early cap on Theta,
Hmm.
which is interesting since, again, they didn't really care about home caps at all.
Yeah, well, I
SRoT
mean,
moving
228
up
got
here.
easy rain. They've got up there really fast, and they basically could see there's
Well,
no
I don't know.
options, right?
Have they seen the mechs coming off Kappa, though? I don't know if they know what the presence is over there.
No, I don't think they do
And SRoT
either.
might be able to sneak in. No, it looks like they've seen the push coming down the line here by Desire.
They don't know
and
that there's
they are
2
just
lights
forming up
behind,
to
though.
cover.
I don't think they know there's 2
Yeah.
lights back there.
So, I mean, so far, SRoT doing kind of what I expected, although their lights...
The problem is
going for a
they're just going to take a while, right? So what SRoT are going to do, they're
Oh,
probably going to
Payman
come...
getting very close. The fight might be happening right now, and it looks like their lights didn't
They're
have
still
the
making...
right
No, they
messaging,
can't
'cause
be.
ran
There's
back to
still mix out of the fight. The Blood Asp, the Rockman
Yeah.
2C, they're nowhere near the fight.
Cayman's being a little too aggressive here for my liking. They got a bit of a crossfire, but yeah, they have 2 mechs that are nowhere near set up, and the lights are just now getting to the fight. I think 228 needs to be super aggressive right now.
Oh, the lights could actually kill off Thermo here. Oh no, the lights are running all the way in for SRoT rather than going to go chase backs. Oh no, the Keeper's going in early. Oh no, the Keeper's already legged.
Oh yeah, that was a bad angle.
Oh no, oh that's bad. SRoT are completely split here. They're 30 seconds away from the fight, half their mechs. Oh no.
Warhammer beat up for
228 on the left here as well, pushing in, causing harassment. Black Cayman gets down Brian Ferry though. Oh jeez, dude.
Parser in the back. I think there's just gonna need to be a back shot or something here for SRoT to bring this back, because their lights are still messing around in the back
is
too.
legged here in the fire starter. Carlson in the Veagle is also legged. JZ finishes him off. Ninja Fusion goes down there. And now 228 are kind of a little bit out of position in the end now. They're kind of switching spots a bit. But it's okay though. The Annihilator is completely fresh here, Stone Falcon, once he gets around all the other mechs. And it will easily finish off if there is anything
Actually
left.
quite close though. It's a 2 mechs
it's
left
closer
to
than
4.
it should be.
I mean,
yeah,
definitely still 228's favor, but still brought back a little bit there.
Yep.
By SRoT.
Dude, again, look at the bodies, mate. 150
actually,
meters.
only 2 left. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean you're not doing a whole lot against an Annihilator. Jeez. That is, I think, a single grid square containing like.
It took ages, so long for the Annie to get there. Like, I don't think Sony's going to have any damage. I'm pretty certain the fight was over before he even walked that pot belly up the ramp. But the problem is now, right? It's now a cap fight. So Annie kind of needs to go back to Theta, sit on it, because Stardust is going to run away.
Yeah.
And
this is definitely, there were mistakes made early on, but this is smart play by SRoT.
He thinks the Mystic's going to come and nibble on his bottom, but no, he just needs to go and park on Theta.
Wait, where is this Mistlink? Or where's this
going
cheetah going?
all the way around.
No, don't go back.
Oh, no, he's
Don't
going
go
back. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Don't go this way. At this point, the winning play for SRoT is that they need to get this Mistlings picked off immediately.
I guess they're kind of... It's kind of like, well, look, Sigma's no one owns Sigma, so...
Well, maybe this is the right call? Because Stoney's going back to the center of the map. Just do not take the cap. Go for that Mistlings. Don't take Epsilon.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Who's pressure here? Thinks or Cheetah?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is
okay.
good
So
play
yeah,
here.
right. The Cheetah is way fresher. If you can kill him off, he's good.
They called out the Annihilator. The question is if Thermo is going to see the Cheetah coming. He has gotten the spot, and I think the Annihilator is trying to chase.
No! Cheetah going to get legged here.
Oh, he needs solid shots here though on this Mislinks.
Oh no! Thermo has to run. There's no way he's going to beat this.
Very dangerous.
Oh no! The Annie's coming back now.
No. I would be very cautious about jumping that high if I were you.
Oh no! The Annie's going to come around the corner here. Oh no! Oh shit!
Happy Halloween!
Oh no! He missed him. Oh no! Oh dear.
Yeah, now this is a problem though. There's not really a way for the Cheetah to get out of this one.
Yeah, Cheetah's not getting away now, right? I mean, he can do the cap, but
yeah, and Thermo just sitting there watching his buddy go beat him up.
Yeah, go get him, go get him. He's the big bully. He's been bullying me. Now we get the big bully back, right? Oh,
Oh. Just a little warning shot to pull out the
Oh,
cheetah.
shit, no, there's
Oh, it
gone.
lived!
No,
It hit each
it hit
leg!
each leg.
The
Yeah, heavy
legs got
gouts, I
his...
think, hit each leg then. Oh, what the hell?
Wow. Well,
He's gone
basically
now.
the
There's
one
no
shot
way
doesn't miss
Mystics will
links.
chew this up.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. And
Yep.
done. There we go.
And
That
there
is
it
it.
is.
2-1 to
Almost
2-8.
almost pull back, but yeah. Good game, very close. I do we have the time to draw that one out? We have 1 minute. So I guess you can get started on the lobby stuff after we
Yeah.
take a peek at the stats here.
I see the damage
Wow.
numbers.
I mean, low damage across the board from both teams. You know,
really low, actually.
only one mech breaking 400. I'm frankly amazed that Cayman was able to break 400 in that
I think it was an
packet,
airstrike.
considering that he was absolutely
right
at the front
in the
of the
thick of it
spear.
all, I think, to be honest. Yeah, because
yeah,
he was
that would
right at the
definitely do
front,
it.
and then 2-8 were like giga clumped as well.
Yeah, but that
so
keeper though, man. I mean,
he went too early.
was it?
Went too
Yeah,
early.
but like even then, that mech was that their 4th highest damage, and that thing died immediately.
Yeah.
Losing that amount of firepower is huge.
He came over the edge, and he was basically almost legged when he hit the ground. Like he hadn't even got over the edge, and it's already just been sent to heaven.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I feel like that was kind of significantly. If the map strat's up, I'll draw a little bit on it, but that was it was messy. That was very messy from both teams there. I think Katie. Why do I want to say KDCM? It's the brawl. It's just it's instilled in my head. SRoT. SRoT here was kind of strung out. I mean, when they had their mechs down here initially, why am I drawing this in red?
I don't know. I'll do the same thing all the time.
They were like this on the map with their mechs, something like that. And 228th, I don't even need to draw X's because they were all right here. I mean, maybe they had like one mech sitting on Theta. And, you know, at this point, they absolutely could have just taken the initiative. They had the fast Warhammer and stuff and come around the corner and just clapped those 3 mechs. I mean, like, maybe, you know, start sending a couple lights here, like a screen. Yeah. And then as soon as those lights get around the back, boom, you just come in, you destroy them. Because nothing had sightlines from SRoT. Even the mechs up there, I'm not sure would be able to aim down enough if you just hugged the wall. But 228th just kind of...
It's sort of strange that SRoT were they were backwards, and then it was sort of, oh, hang on a minute, now SRoT have got all the mechs because 228 had kind of been backed around the corner here and allowed sort of SRoT to sort of actually end up, after the keeper died, which is sort of strange, actually kind of let them regroup just enough to get that extra damage out. Interesting.
Yeah, and I think, you know, given how close that match was, if Apostle and that Highlander had just stayed up top and just fired down, they would have cleaned up 228th when they tried to counter push that corner. I mean, that would have been a beautiful angle for that mech. Plus, he could just drop down behind people and just one-shot him. I mean, with that kind of 2 LB40s or 2 LB20s and 4 SRM6 Artemis, you are just blapping people.
Yeah, doesn't take much, you know, to yeet something into complete oblivion. Not at all. But
when 228 did push, I mean, it wasn't the ideal timing, but you know, they followed through and they were coordinated enough. And that Highlander pickup was huge. I think it was also SRoT, for some reason, their lights turned around and ran up towards Sigma when they were near Theta and then came back in. And that also gave 228 just that little bit much more time to not have to worry about them and clinch that match. So GG's from both teams. Definitely a lot of fireworks in that one.
Yep, exactly. That was solid. Action Jackson Station. That's what it was this morning. All right, now I'm going to flick back over to the map ban and get ready for the next match, which coming up, which is